Day 87 of 365 days of meditation, and this morning I practiced for just over an hour, and yeah, not a lot to report, but maybe just feeling a bit more relaxed in general. A lot of my focus lately has been around just sort of not over focusing on physical sensation in my body in the sense of labeling it as good or bad. Tightness in the neck or, pain in the knee or whatever. Just sort of trying to observe it and not focus on it with a sort of a skew towards the negative labeling. Easier said than done, and also not just to be hyper focused on what is discomfort or tension. I mean, I know it's there. I don't have to expend a ton of time and effort thinking about it constantly. I also was reminded while I was meditating of the fact that the body repairs itself when it's in a state of rest and relaxation. So when we're stressed, we produce certain hormones in the body, and certain systems operate in a certain manner that is conducive to our survival, essentially, not towards growth, repair, and potential optimization of systems. And maybe that is one of the benefits of meditation, is that it helps sort of make me feel a little more even keel and to be a little bit more relaxed. But just in general, I find that I'm aware of the fact that when I'm not in meditation, I find it really hard to relax. I'm constantly looking for the next thing to do. I constantly have to be doing. And relaxation isn't something that happens when I sit down and listen to a podcast, or, if you watch TV, watching TV or whatever. It's not an automatic thing. Relaxation is requires sort of deliberate efforting, or at least an intent to relax, So when you go for a massage, for instance, you can be wound up and talking a mile a minute and tensing yourself the entire time, or you can breathe and relax. If you go to a yoga class, you can be thrashing around like a salmon on the floor, fidgeting, moving constantly, twitching, moving around. Or you can breathe deeply and relax and be still. I think meditation is the same. I can thrash around a lot, or I can physically, or I can be a bit more still. And so really that's, I guess, what my practice has been about recently, is just finding some stillness. And it was interesting today because I was reminded of the fact while meditating, just popped into my mind that physical growth and repair, optimization of sort of this organism, this body, only happens in a state of rest and relaxation. When the nervous system is aroused, it's not we're not going to heal. So yeah, I guess that wasn't really a big, I guess it was the big takeaway. I mean, it's not something I already didn't know, but it sort of just popped into my mind as a reminder. I don't know why, but it did. And I would say that also it goes beyond just, physical healing. I would say there is an element of maybe psychological and emotional healing that also requires some rest and relaxation, sort of tending to yourself, if you will. It doesn't happen on its own, that's for sure. So yeah, that's it for today. In closing, set up this podcast to talk about mental health and help maybe one person watches it and feels inspired to, I don't know, meditate or go on a journey, or maybe talk to someone about where they're at. And I'll say it again, if you are struggling with your mental health, if you're feeling worried or anxious or depressed or suicidal, or you're just struggling day to day, day after day, and the days are just piling one on the other, you may think it's maybe you think it's a normal way of existing, or maybe you're wondering why everyone else doesn't seem to be in that constant state of turmoil that you find yourself in. And I would say, if you're there, talk to somebody. Yeah, don't suffer in silence. It's not necessary. A simple conversation can lead to better understanding of maybe negative experiences that you've had in your life, and ways of reframing them so they're not haunting you anymore. It could be just the way your certain beliefs or perceptions about your day-to-day life, or that sort of come up in your day-to-day life, are negatively impacting your quality of life. And the realization that our belief systems are malleable. They're not fixed. We can change what we believe. And if it's not serving us and it's causing us a lot of grief, it's an option. So yeah, talking to somebody can sort of illuminate blind spots for you. And also, you may just learn things about, the human mind and how it functions, and the brain and how it functions, and that the body as well, and that there are a lot of protocols you can put in place, things you can do in your day-to-day life that can greatly improve your mental health and your general quality of life. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.